reminiscent of what we saw happening in Sri Lanka earlier. This is what it has come to. But all of this sort of happened in a record time, isn't it? I mean, what started as a quota protest relegated to this. Would you then say that, somewhere there was a mishandling, a political high-handedness, which sort of backfired on Sheikh Hasina in a proportion that she probably never imagined?
Well, actually, the Supreme Court judgment was a way out for the government, which it chose
Hmm.
not to use. So what I'm saying is that you must be serious about engagement. You say that you will talk, and at the same time get your Awami leaders on the ground, and you're shooting at people. That's not on. So these protesters are not fools, and we know that students are among the smartest. I mean, look at the slogans that we've been seeing in the last several days, which have been coming out of Dhaka and other cities. So the point I'm making is that in a democracy, you must listen to people, and it is something which will reach you eventually. You have to win elections, you have to remain popular, and at the same time you might be delivering for the people, but you must think along democratic lines. And I must say that the people of Bangladesh, as well as the people of Pakistan, where militaries have been in power for a long time, I think they have made an immense contribution in restoring democracy in their countries. Whether those democracies are perfect, it's not for me to say. It's for them to say. But I think at the end of the day, I think Sheikh Hasina, I mean, to see Sheikh Mujib's statue being demolished by protesters,
Yes.
that day. For many of us in India who really believed that the Bangladesh Liberation War was something historic, something, a milestone in Bangladesh's history. I think it's sad to see all this.
Which is what I was thinking, for popular sentiment to turn against Mujibur Rahman and to have the sitting prime minister's father's statue defiled in this manner. All of that is indicative of the sort of discontent that probably the world was not awakened to until now. And would you say, looking at the sequence of events, that Sheikh Hasina, after the initial high handedness, after all, had to flee, and it is such a loss of face for someone of her stature?
Well, I think I'm sure there must have been some negotiations with the army chief, and the army chief would have said, you must resign. I mean, there must have been pressure on her for. I mean, we are not privy, of course, to the conversations that have taken place.
Yeah.
I'm sure in the days and weeks ahead, all these details will come out. So the army chief must have probably given her an ultimatum that it's best that you leave, because as long as she's in the country, she will remain a target of opprobrium. She will remain a target for the protesters. So my own sense is that this was a face saving for her, wherever she's gone and wherever she is. And also, Afrida, South Asia is a strange place.